What's going on, guys? Seth here from Team Union. Seth back as your coach of the Philadelphia Fearows for our Week 5 battle in the IPL against Thunderflight. So, looking at my opponent's team, wow. Okay, so real quick, if you have not checked out the team builder, make sure you check that out to see why I'm bringing what I'm bringing. But it looks like our opponent has brought the Shaman, the Celesteela, the Rotom Frost, Seismitoad, the Mega Altaria, and the Infernape. So, alright. Alright, so, I guess it's generally what I expect. I didn't really expect the Rotom. And I guess it makes sense that he doesn't bring Muck. So, let's see, what do I want to lead with? I could lead Marowak. I could lead with Sneaky Arm Marowak and get up my rocks. Marowak actually is a really good matchup in this game. We have a really good matchup with Marowak in this game, so I definitely want to keep this thing alive. Rocks are super important. Spikes are really nice as well. His only way of getting rid of hazards is that Rotom. So, I feel like Greninja is a good lead. If I find out that he's Scarf Rotom, like if I lead with Greninja, let's see if we can live. Let's see if Greninja can live a Volt Switch from a Rotom Frost. Volt Switch. Not really. If he's max special attack, we can't live. But that's only if he's scarfed. I'm gonna lead Greninja because I can get up a spike, and if he leads with the Rotom, which he doesn't lead with the Rotom, so I could have always gone out into Marowak because Marowak is an excellent Rotom counter. But I'm just gonna U-turn at this point. I don't see any reason not to. A spike would be nice. It would be decent, but I don't think it's crucial right now. I think it could be really helpful later in the match. So I go for the U-turn. It does about 26%. So let's actually calc that damage. U-turn. Oh wow. So is he like max? Hold up. Wow, it puts Protein here, that's why. Okay, but he's definitely bulky. He's definitely bulky. He's definitely physically defensive. Okay, that's good to know. That's really good to know. I could go out into Iron Man, but I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. So it's either Iron Man or Sneaky. I think Iron Man has a little bit less viability in this matchup, so that's what I'm going to do. There's a Seed Flare. He misses. So we see the Seed Flare. That's actually nice because now I believe we can live. Well, we know that with Scizor, we would have lived a Timid Life Orb, HP Fire. But I know I definitely live in HP Fire from here, so I'm actually just going to Mega Evolve and go for the U-turn. I don't see any reason not to. He's going to switch into a Seismitoad. We see... looks like physically defensive Shaman. That does 23%. Again, we're going to calc that damage. We're going to calc that damage. So we have Scizor versus Seismitoad. How much did we do? We did 23%. So it's looking like he's Fizz Def. Yeah, that's looking like he's Fizz Def. At this point, I'm just going to go out into Greninja. We know HP Grass 2 KOs this thing. We saw the Rocky Helmet on the Seismitoad. See the Rocky Helmet. At this point, I kind of want to set up a spike. I'm not sure how much he can do to me. HP Grass is pretty obvious, so I am actually just going to set up a spike. Yeah, so he's going to bring in the Rotom. At this point, I do think Rotom is Scarf because he brought it in. Unless he was predicting a U-turn or, again, that HP Grass. So I'm just going to double out into Marowak. I think Marowak is my safest play. There's the Volt Switch. We get the Lightning Rod boost so he can't get out. And I think Seismitoad's probably his best switch here. But what I am going to do, I can go for the Rocks, which can really start to wear down his team. And I think that's my play. If he's He's going to switch out, so I'm actually just going to go for my rocks. Yeah. He's going to bring back in the Seismitoad. Now, obviously I don't outspeed this thing, and I want to keep this around. So I am just going to... How much is an Earth Power going to do to my Greninja? Earth Power. Earth Power does a lot to Greninja. How about... Because we know that he doesn't have any... Why did that not... We know that he doesn't have any reliable recovery. Ice Beam's doing a decent chunk. I'm just going to go to my low tick. Take whatever he wants to go for. There's the rocks. That's fine, though. That's fine. We see the Stealth Rock on Seismitoad. We also saw the Volt Switch on the Rotom Frost. So at this point, I'm pretty free to go for an Ice Beam. Nothing really wants to switch in. I mean, obviously the Infernape can switch in, but it doesn't really want to come in on this thing. Rotom Frost could potentially switch in. I think Ice Beam is just a pretty safe play. I really don't want to go for that, though. I kind of want to double out into my Marowak. Put the pressure on him. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the double switch. As he switches out into Shaman. Okay. Alright. So that was a good prediction. I'm actually going to go for the Shadow Bone at this point, because I believe it's going to do a good chunk of damage to the Seismitoad. 32 to 37. What's he at right now? And he's going to lose some from rocks and everything. So yeah, that'll really start to wear him down. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Bone as he brings back Seismitoad. Takes a lot of damage from the hazards. We get a good chunk off. And at this point, I'm just going to double back into my low tick. He can't switch back in his Seismitoad on the hazards. So he goes for the Earthquake. We see Earthquake on this thing. Now we know we outspeed him because we switched out first last time. I'm actually gonna go for the Recover now, just to get up as much health as I can. If he wants to switch out into the Shaman, that's fine, because he couldn't have switched into the Seismitoad anyway. Now, if I knock him out with the Ice Beam, we give him a free switch into his Shaman, which I think is fine because I can just go into my Iron Man. So I'm just gonna Ice Beam. Oh, we catch the Shaman with the Ice Beam. This is gonna knock him out. Oh, almost. We almost knock out the Shaman with the Ice Beam. Now, if he's defensive, do I live? Because I have enough Spidef to live a Life Orb Timid from full from a Shaman. But if he is, let's just see. If he is, let's just say he has no special attack. And he goes for Seed Flare. That doesn't kill me. I'm going to stay in and Scald. He goes for the Synthesis. Okay. We get the burn. We see the Synthesis on this thing, so we definitely know it's more defensive. Now, we know that Ice Beam doesn't kill from here. But I don't think he's going to go. I think he's going to go for another Synthesis. So I am just going to Ice Beam again. He goes for another Synthesis. Now, if he doesn't have any investment, I know we can live this this Seed Flare. We know we can live the Seed Flare. So I'm just going to Mirror Coat. Goes for the Seed Flare. He misses. That's actually not what we wanted. Oh, that's not what we wanted because now he can Seed Flare and knock me out. Alright, so that really sucks. Jesus. So I go for another Mirror Coat and hope he doesn't knock me out. Or I can Recover. I'm just going to Recover. He's probably going to Synthesis. Yep, I go for the Recover. Now his play could possibly be to switch out into the Rotom. So at this point, yeah. You see what he said? He said, damn, you probably lived that. I'm actually going to switch out into my Iron Man. Because he might want to switch out into his Rotom. Okay, he goes for a Leech Seed. Okay. Goes for a Leech Seed. So I am free to U-turn again. So we've seen, I mean, he could have HP Fire still. But I'm just going to go for a U-turn. He reveals the HP Fire. It does not knock us out. Although he will die on re-entry to rocks. At this point, how much did that first U-turn do from 26%? Huh. This is a tough one. I could go into Greninja and potentially bait something. I'm actually going to go into Greninja because at this point 2 U-turns are going to take him out. So I'm going to U-turn. He's probably going to go for Synthesis. He might think I have Ice Beam. He might think I have Ice Beam. You see the HP Fire. So we've seen his whole set. He might think I have Ice Beam. Definitely possible. Okay, so he just sacks off his Seismitoad. That's fine. His switch is probably Rotom now, and I'm thinking it's Scarfed. Yeah, there's the Rotom, so I'm definitely thinking this thing is Scarfed. But Marowak is... Actually, I could sack off the Scizor here. And I think that is my play. Scizor doesn't play a huge role anymore. Obviously, the Altaria is still kind of scary, but I do have my Milotic and the Marowak. So I am gonna go. I'm just gonna sack off my Scizor. Let's see what he wants to do at this point. So Scizor dies to rocks as we see the Blizzard. Okay. We see Blizzard. I definitely think he's Scarfed. I could come with Marowak and really do some good damage to something. And I think that's my play. I think Marowak is my play. I'm going to Shadow Bone. I'm not going to Fire Punch. I'm going to Shadow Bone in case he wants to bring in the Infernape or the Altaria. I believe the Shadow Bone, yeah, the Shadow Bone after Hazards is definitely going to kill the Shaman. So I'm just going to Shadow Bone. Goes out into Altaria, so we predict that correctly. Shadow Bone does a huge chunk of damage. Let's see. If the Altaria has Earthquake, we go sneaky with Altaria Mega. If you have Earthquake, if he's Jolly, it does not knock me out. Can I beat... I could beat Celesteela with Zygarde because it's the because I have the Thousand Arrows into Groundium Z. I think that's my play. Honestly, I'm just gonna Shadow Bone again and get rid of this thing. Because once I get rid of this thing, Zygarde can freely set up. Well, I mean, other than the Rotom. I'm just gonna Shadow Bone. Goes for the Roost. So he roosts as I Shadow Bone again. So we're not doing enough damage to him to play this game. We're not doing enough damage to really play this game. But we do have a 20% chance to lower his defense, so I'm just going to keep going for it. We see the Roost. There we go. We get the defense drop. So that's what we were looking for. We know if he's Jolly, he can't kill us with the Earthquake. If he does kill us, we know he's adamant, but we got the defense drop. That's what we were looking for. Goes for the Cotton Guard. Do we knock him out? Oh, we do not knock him out. Okay. So we see the Cotton Guard. See Cotton Guard. At this point, we don't know if he's physical or special yet. How much is Milotic doing to this thing? Ice Beam. Ice Beam does a good chunk, so I think Milotic is my play. And he's just going to go for the Roost. Now, I could recover and Scout, or I could just fire for an Ice Beam. I think Ice Beam is my better play. We outspeed. So he's definitely slow, as we see the Facade. Now, I don't think I have a whole lot of speed on this thing. Let me actually double check. Yeah, we don't have any speed on this thing, so he's definitely... Oh, wait. So he has no speed, because Altaria is base 80 speed. So we know he has no speed, so he's completely bulky. So we see no speed. which is really good to know. So we know he's not offensive. I'm very free to just go for another Ice Beam. Will a Scald take him out? Because Ice Beam just did 31%. So we saw that he's bulky. Yeah, Scald is not going to take him out. I'm actually just going to recover. We get up the recover as he goes for a Roost. I'm going to Ice Beam again. I think we win this war, honestly. So, I mean, we'll... I hate to say it, but eventually we'll get a freeze. Probably. But we can just outstall him. Outstall his Roosts. There's another Facade. And we know we outspeed, so we're kind of controlling this match. I keep going for the Ice Beams. Goes for another Roost. That's fine. Ice Beam again. He doesn't really want to switch in anything to an Ice Beam because Rotom is going to take another 25% from rocks plus the Ice Beam damage. Shaman dies to the Ice Beam. Celesteela doesn't... I mean, it can take it. Doesn't really want to. Go for another Ice Beam. Goes for another Facade. At this point, I'm just going to recover again. No reason not to. We go for the recover. He's probably going to go for the Roost. Yep. But we win this war, though. I can outstall his Roost with my Ice Beams. I'm going to Ice Beam again. Well, no. We have the same amount of PP. Go for the Ice Beam. He brings in the Rotom. Does a little bit of damage. It's a crit. So, honestly, I think he's going to Blizzard. I think, let's see how much a Blizzard's doing a Slurpuff. Because the Slurpuff Oko, let me see. Slurpuff at +6. We see from the Rotom Frost. Let's just say it's modest. Let's just, for the heck of it, say it's modest. Blizzard. Blizzard has a chance. If he's modest, Blizzard has a chance to kill after my unburden and everything. So it's not really a chance I want to take. How much are we doing to a defensive Celesteela? Drain Punch doesn't do okay. So Slurpuff is not the play yet. I'm thinking I can just stay in predicting his Blizzard. But Altaria is going to be taking a lot of damage from rocks now. Or from hazards. I have to keep this thing healthy for Altaria. I'm just going to go into my Marowak. Oh, he's taking some time to think too. Might be running some calcs. Yeah, because I could have predicted his Volt Switch. Or I could have predicted his Blizzard. There's the Volt Switch. Okay, so that was a good play. That was a really nice play. That was a really nice play. So I've gone for Shadow Bone every time. Is it worth it on that Altaria? Ugh. I know I can get a Dragon Dance up with you. Do I outspeed? I don't outspeed a timid Rotom. Do I think he's timid? That's the question. So he's definitely gonna switch. What's he gonna switch into? What's he gonna switch into? I'm thinking the Altaria is just his general switch. I kind of want to go on a Slurpuff and Belly Drum, but we're not doing enough to Celesteela. I also kind of want to double into Zygarde and get up a Dragon Dance. Do we kill the Altaria? I don't think we do. No, we're definitely not killing a defensive Altaria. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Bone. There's the Altaria. Takes damage from the spikes and the Stealth Rock. Takes damage from the Shadow Bone. I'm going to go for another Shadow Bone. There's a Facade. It doesn't kill, and we knock out the Altaria. All right. Really, really nice. That's really, really nice. Now, he brings in the Ape. So I don't want him setting up. So I do just... Earthquake is definitely my play. He can knock me out here. There's a punishment. Interesting. So we see the punishment. How much? Interesting. So he might be locked into it. I know Punishment is a dark type move. Let's actually look at this real quick. Okay, hold on. Let's just make a new team real quick. Fernate with the Punishment. 60 power plus 20 for each of the target's stat boosts. So it's 60 power. So it's meant for something set up. So I outspeed if he's not locked in. If he is locked in, he's not going to be doing much damage to me anyway. I think Greninja's my play to scout. I think Greninja's the play to scout what he wants to do. Scald actually might not be a terrible play. Do we kill with Scald? Do we kill with Scald? Let's get rid of this Protean. To an Infernape. Let's just say Scarf. Oh yeah, Scald easily kills. Scald might actually be my play here because it might kill the Shaman. If not, I can kill it afterwards. It'll kill the Infernape. It'll kill the Rotom. Scald does 100% my play. There's a Mach Punch. Okay, so he's not locked in. We see the Mach Punch. And he kills the Greninja. That's actually not the best. Let's see. Bring up my Zygarde. Because my Zygarde, I want to see if an HP Ice into a Mach Punch will kill. So let's see. Power Ice. Mach Punch. Let's just say if he's naive. It doesn't look like HP Ice into Mach Punch will kill. Let's just say 62 and 14 is 76. I take the rocks as 88. Depends on his investment. What if he's Iron Fist? That doesn't make a huge difference. I think my play is Zygarde. And I think I Dragon Dance. How much is the +1 E-Speed doing? Because I know he's not Scarfed anyway, so it's not really necessary, but 50 to 59. I am just going to Dragon Dance. There's a close combat. It doesn't do much. So we see the CC. And we know we outspeed. So I'm very free to just go for 1,000 arrows. We kill the Infernape. Here's the now if he has HP Ice. Ooh, okay, he just goes right into Celesteela. Just goes right into Celesteela. I know 1,000 arrows into ground EMZ kills. HP Ice has a good chance to kill. I just have to go for it. Do I? Can I win this game without Zygarde? I don't think I can. I'm going to go into my low tick because we have to weaken this thing for the Slurpuff at least. There's a Leech Seed. Oh, man. I could have gone for it. I could have subbed, too. I should have substituted to Scout. I have to Ice Beam. Alright, we catch the Shaman. And I think we're going to knock it out. We do. We do knock out the Shaman. We do knock out the Shaman. Rotom can't switch in again, so he kind of has to stay in Thunderbolt. I'm actually going to recover in case he doesn't kill me. There's a Blizzard! He goes for the Blizzard as I recover. Hold on. Oh, wait, now he can switch in again. I'm just going to Scald. I got to keep this thing weak. Okay. He's not going to Leech Seed again. I'm just going to recover. I kind of want to keep fishing for a burn. Okay, we see the Heavy Slam. I'm going to keep Scalding. If I can keep this thing low, like if I can get this thing pretty low, I think we'll be okay. I think I have enough. Okay, we go for the Scald. We knock out the Rotom. That's super nice. I'm just going to Scald again. He Heavy Slams. Do I live? Ah, I don't live. Oh, yeah, lead. I was thinking burn. So... we're going to outspeed. How much are we doing with Scald? Let's see if we can... Scald was doing 25%. Yeah, so I'm thinking he's fully defensive. He might not even be max HP. Interesting. How much is Slurpuff doing? It's a neutral Slurpuff. Not enough. Heavy Slam knocks us out. So we've seen Leech Seed and Heavy Slam. And Hidden Power Ice takes out my Zygarde. I think if he has HP Ice, we lose. Yeah, if he has HP Ice, we lose. Yeah, I have to go on a Zygarde. Now the question is, do I substitute? Does that do anything for me? So let's see. 1,000 Arrows is going to do about, let's just say 26%. We put the gravity up and we go Z 1,000 Arrows. Yeah, it knocks him out easily. So it's not even worth substituting. I have 2,000 Arrows. Does he go for the HP Ice? He goes for the Leech Seed. So even if he protects, I think we're good. Go for the Z. Is that it? Yes, we knock out the Celesteela. We take him out and we take the match in a 2-0. Oh my god. Oh, he didn't have HP Ice. If he had HP Ice, we lost. Wow. Good game. That was such a good game. Really good game to my opponent. Oh, man. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. Slurpuff didn't even hit the field. Ah, Slurpuff didn't even hit the field. That's alright. That's alright. Good game to my opponent. Damn, that was a really good game. Nah, I just felt like I played really well. I felt like a lot of my plays made sense. I felt like my predictions were on point. I pointed out the Scarf Rotom really quickly. I calced well to know that it was a defensive Shaman. I could live the Seed Flare with my low tick. Got rid of the Seismitoad early, which was big. Big. And like once I knew the Rotom was Scarfed, I knew he probably wouldn't, I knew he probably wouldn't defog even if he had it to get rid of the hazards. So the hazards were really nice. I knew I had to set those up. I'm glad I prioritized those. I think I played around the Altaria really well. So yeah, I think I played pretty well. I'm really happy with how I played. I'm happy with how that game went. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me on Instagram at TeamUnionSeth for updates and also a ton of stuff I post on there. Pokemon analysis, draft league tips, all kinds of stuff. So Don't forget to leave a like there, drop a like on the video, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.